Hey everybody, it's Rob Moffat. Guys, I don't usually do political stories or stories like this, but this is something that's been going on for last 2 or 3 years, and I can't stop thinking about it. And nobody's talking about it. So I said, I've got to make a video on this. So I used AI to help me make a little video. Watch the video, everything in it's true. If it doesn't get you upset, you're just not paying attention. All right, guys, take care. See you out there.
During COVID, the US government spent over $5 trillion to stabilize the economy. But did you know that nearly $400 billion of that may have been stolen and less than 1% has ever been recovered? This could be the biggest financial scandal in American history and no one is talking about it. The COVID relief fraud scandal. Where did the money go? In the chaos of 2020, the US government launched massive relief programs, Paycheck Protection Program, unemployment assistance, emergency grants, and more. Over $5 trillion was distributed in record time. The goal? Keep the economy afloat during a national crisis. But while honest Americans waited in line, cyber gangs, fake businesses, and organized criminals were already cashing in. The government's own watchdogs estimate that at least $400 billion, maybe more, was lost to fraud. That's about 8% of all relief money gone. Some fraud rings set up hundreds of fake companies, and some used stolen identities from nursing homes, jails, and even children. The Secret Service says some of the money went to overseas gangs. But guess what? The majority of it has vanished without a trace. Let me pause for just a second because here's the problem. Most people can't even imagine how much money we're talking about. A million, a billion, a trillion, they all sound big, but the difference is staggering. If you count $1 per second, it would take you 12 days to count to a million. But to count to a billion, that would take you over 31 years. And to count to $1 trillion at $1 per second, you'd be counting for more than 31,000 years. So when we say nearly $400 billion was stolen, imagine 12,000 years of counting just gone. That's how huge this loss really is, and it came from public funds, your money, my money. So how much did the government get back? About $5 billion. That's less than 1.5% of what was lost. Think about that. Over 98% of the stolen money is still out there. There have been arrests, over 3,000 so far, but mostly of small-time fraudsters. High-level government accountability? Not much. No major agency heads fired, no sweeping reforms, and hardly any attention in the news. If you or I lost a few $1,000s in a business, we'd be held accountable. But in this case, hundreds of billions disappeared, and the system just moved on. Why? Maybe because it's too big, too embarrassing, or too politically sensitive to face head-on. But this isn't just about the past. It's about what happens next. Because the next time there's a crisis, we're going to pay for this not just in money, but in trust. This wasn't just a theft of money. It was a theft of public faith. So let's keep asking questions, demanding answers, and remembering the scale of what was lost.